YouTube, what it is, it's your boy Gettin, and this is my GGC, and I'm back at y'all with another Good Morning Drive where I talk about various topics such as gaming, sports, politics, whatever, movies. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about movies too. I'll just throw that in there. And I wish you guys a good morning. Hopefully, you guys could check it. I haven't been totally consistent with my videos as of late, but I had to pick up some extra hours working. And honestly, y'all, your boy just been tired, man. Been super tired. Ooh, yeah. So, this is how it goes, So I try to make my videos when I can. And this is like the easiest time for me to make a video. It's not a whole bunch of production that goes into it. It's just me driving around in my damn car on my way in to work. So let's get into this good morning. I hope you guys have a great, beautiful, shiny, warm, cool, whatever you like type of morning. I hope it goes really smoothly. I hope that your work day, if you're starting in the morning like your boy, or if you're starting in the afternoon or midday, whatever, that it goes real smooth, or even better, you got the day off on the damn Monday. So good morning to all y'all. I hope that you guys stay positive. Let that negativity run off your back like water off a duck's butt. And yeah, try to stay positive, try to stay productive. Look into something that you can get into that can keep your mind going straight while while things are going on in your world. So yeah, we got some games coming out. We got an update from Undisputed, and that's coming in December. And I know a lot of people. It is bright as hell today. That's a good thing. I know a lot of people are saying that the Undisputed update for this is coming out in December, and it's taking them a long time. You want that. You don't want these game developers to come up with an update and it changes things for the better or the worse, and it's so quick that people can't get used to it. So that's what Undisputed was doing before. Steel City Interactive, much shout out to them. They were just dropping updates left and right in early access, and one update would screw something up, and then the other update would screw something up, and then the third update would screw both of those updates up. So you want them to take their time with their updates and try not to rush things. That's the Undisputed boxing game. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through. If first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell on all the GGC. Your boy Getting got all types of videos coming at y'all. A little bit of a slower pace right now, but I feel like it's going to pick up a lot. It's going to pick up a lot. All of a sudden, it's just going to pick up a lot. Trust me, especially when Maximum Football makes its early access debut. It's going to pick up a lot. I don't got my Bluetooth on. Oh, snipple. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. But yeah. But anyway, so yeah, when Maximum Football drops its early access on PC, I'll definitely be playing the dog crap out of that and sharing with y'all all types of gameplay videos and content and critique videos, all that coming for Undisputed. Probably that too. I'll probably start playing that too once I get back into the swing of things, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about some football. Man, my Giants stink, and the Jets, they stink too. Oh my God. So first, let's talk about my Giants. All right, because that's the team I know the best. I don't know the Jets too much. I'm a very casual Jets viewer, but I know some players, I guess. But yeah, my Giants stink. And once you lose one player on your offensive line, and then your offensive line turns to shit, yo, you know your team is bad. Hassan, what's going on? Good morning to you. Hassan 23, what's up, man? Good morning. I hope you have a good one. Good morning to you. And stay listening. let's talk it up. Let's chat it up in the chat while I'm driving my ass into work. Late as I normally do, but they love me. Thank God for that. Please hit that like on your way in or on your way out. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's a Monday fun day. That's right. We're going to try to be as positive as possible while we crap all over my Giants. Man, my Giants are so bad. We lose Andrew Thomas, top 5 left tackle in the NFL, and our offensive line just turns to crap. It turns to crap because Andrew Thomas could literally single-handedly block any left end in the league, and not just be good at it, almost be dominant in it. It's only some defensive ends that really give him trouble. When I say give him trouble, they might get 1 sack that game, or they might get a little bit of pressure here and there. But that's how good Andrew Thomas is. So yeah, I can't read your name. That's one long name. But hey, good morning to you. I hope you have a great one. Sorry, I can't read your name. That's a lot. That's a lot, and I'm trying to drive. I ain't trying to get in no accident. I'm trying to read your name, but that's a dope name. Good morning to you. But yeah, so the New York Football Giants, they lose Andrew Thomas probably for the remainder of the season. I think it's the remainder of the season. He has to have foot surgery, and yeah, he's done. So they replaced him, and most of the other teams, when you lose a star tackle like that, or your starting tackle like that, it's a deal, but not a big deal. But the Giants, it just changes the makeup of their whole team, not just the line, the whole team, the whole offense, the whole defense. Because when the offense can't move the ball, the defense, you're like, man, why are we even trying out here? We need to just show up for a paycheck, try every once in a while, and that's it. But guess what? The Giants defense still came to play. I think they registered 4 sacks on the Eagles, and the Eagles have a pretty good offensive line, and they were getting at Hurts after a while, but it just wasn't enough. Once they could stop the pressure of the Giants, the secondary is not so good for the Giants, and Hurts just threw these bombs, and they were running the ball and all that, especially when the defense got a little tired, or they just kind of like gave up because the offense couldn't do anything. We scored 2 field goals? Was it even 2, or was it just 1? I think it was just 1 field goal, honestly. But an embarrassing loss, as the Giants normally do when we play a big team or a rival, except for the Redskins for whatever reason. But I think when we play the Redskins again, it's going to be pretty bad, especially if that young boy playing. So that's how it goes. The Giants are terrible. But who would have thought the Jets would be this bad? They are 2-5. Do they even have a chance to make the playoffs? I don't know. The season is a little bit more than halfway over. I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough. The Jets. What the Jets are going to do, I have no idea. What they're going to do next year is Aaron Rodgers coming back for next year. Honestly, I think Aaron Rodgers destroyed that team, or the organization destroyed that team, because they were close-knit. They played as a unit. Now, I'm not seeing that. The defense chooses when they want to play. The offense is so helter-skelter. Wide receivers aren't catching the ball. It's just not looking good. It's not looking good. Aaron Rodgers and the organization, or just the organization, or just Aaron Rodgers, really messed that team up. And honestly, they went out to get Devontae Adams. Honestly, they didn't even need him, because the team was already stacked. They already had 2 good wide receivers, 2 good running backs, a quarterback, and you would think that would be enough. But I don't know. Maybe they didn't spend enough time in the offseason to really get acclimated to each other and build real chemistry. they're just not balling. They should be balling. I'm sorry, they should be balling. But shit, it looks like Aaron Rodgers is the problem. He's throwing interceptions. Wide receivers are not getting along with him, it seems. I mean, they already fired the head coach, and who knows, that really could have sent some ripple effects throughout the whole team. And who knows why they really fired the head coach. You just don't see any real reason why they I don't even know if the Jets even sent out an official statement of why he got fired. I haven't heard of the coach saying anything why he got fired, so who knows why he got fired. But he's out of there. And yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. The Jets suck, the Giants suck. But one team that don't suck yet is the New York Knicks. Let's go, New York. Let's go, New York. Let's go. They play tomorrow night. I will be watching that game. We might lose. More than likely, we'll probably lose because we're going up against the NBA champions of last year, this Boston Celtics. So we should lose. They have all the pieces. They have all of the chemistry, and we're still going to be kind of working on that, even though a lot of our guys fit together very well, but we're still going to be working on that. We got injuries, our what on paper maybe our starting center isn't playing. He's hurt until like the middle of the year or something like that, I think. I still have to look that one up. A couple people was telling me he's done for the whole year, which I don't know about that. But yeah, I think the projected starting lineup is Brunson, Obi, Bridges, Cat, and Mitchell Robinson. So that's what I think our starting lineup is going to be on most nights. And on other nights, we're going to have Cat starting at center. But our center depth is really not that deep. And we have some promising players. Like I think Sims is a very promising center. But we also have another European player. I forgot the man's name, but he's good. He's good on defense. He got some hops. Matter of fact, he had a poster versus the Hornets. So, I think that once we get Mitch back, we'll be extremely solid at the center position. And I think we're going to have a little bit of problems with rebounds. I think our rebounds is going to be nowhere near as good as it was last year because we had Hartenstein, the way we were playing. Hart could come in and help offensive rebound. We had all that hustle. Now that we don't have Hartenstein and we don't have Mitch, that really hurts us. Mitch was a really good rebounder as well. So that really hurts us. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll see if our three-point shooting is going to be as good. I think we're going to be hurting percentage-wise in our three-point shooting. I think it's going to be feast or famine for the most part throughout the year because we let go of 2 three-point shooters. Well, one main three-point shooter, DiVincenzo, number 1 in the league and percentage made and shot, and Randall, even though he's not the best three-point shooter, but hey, Randall would shoot a clutch 3 every once in a while. That's what I miss with Randall or the team last year. Those two were very clutch. When Brunson wasn't making any shots or Hart wasn't making any shots, and OG wasn't making any shots, Randall will make it 3. That span, that winning spree that the Knicks had when we had Randall, OG, right when we made that trade, that was the best Knicks team I've ever seen. They were super energized, super offense, and super defense. I've never seen a Knicks team play run and gun defensive style court play. I've never seen it. But that run was amazing. We won 12 games in a row, some crazy number. But yeah, I've never seen it. I wish we would have seen it with Bridges. But yeah, so let's hope the Knicks play well because the Jets, the Giants, Dookie. So let's talk about the state of gaming. And this is kind of like just a thought that I had this morning. Because this morning, while my son was driving me crazy, he was jumping around, super hyper this morning. Beautiful thing. But I'm trying to get dressed, and he's jumping on my back, yelling in my ear, talking all nonsense. Crazy. It's crazy being a parent, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm looking at this this video game called 42 Squadron or Squadron 42. I saw a thumbnail on my YouTube on my TV. I'm always watching YouTube. I'm a YouTube fanatic. So I'm like, oh, this looks really good. The thumbnail, the graphics look really good. Let me just look at it. I'm looking at, and it's a cinematic style game, but it has it's a space shooter. I'm like, okay, this is interesting, but I didn't know that at the time. I'm looking at the cutscenes of the game, and it's nothing but all-star actors in the cutscenes. You had, I don't know her name, but if you ever seen X-Files, Mulder is the character's name. Was there a fire in Patterson? What the? I see all this smoke. Yeah, it must have been a fire because there's all this smoke. Anyway, so you have Mulder in a cutscene. You have Gordon from the Batman with Christian Bale. I forgot his name. All these actors, I don't know any of their names. I only know them by face. Right? So you had Commissioner Gordon, that actor, who was also in the Book of Eli. Right? That guy. He's a phenomenal actor. The guy who played in the Green Lantern movie with Deadpool actor, right? He's also in Penguin. It's a star-studded cast of actors. Henry Cavill is in the game. Henry Cavill, amongst all these other star actors and B-level star actors. The budget, and I see your comment, Joe. Give me 1 sec. These actors alone, just the actors alone, you're talking about maybe 10 or more millions of dollars just for the cutscenes. Hey, how you, man? Listen. I'm not into baseball at all, Joe. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. But if I was going to pick a team to watch, I would be a Mets fan. I would be. I'm that type of sports guy. I'm an underdog kind of guy. And the Mets for a very long time were just underdogs in my childhood. So yeah, I am a Mets fan, I guess. Mets fan, Giants fan, New York, Knicks fan. That's my three, right? But yeah. So yeah, I'm looking at this gameplay. Excuse me. I'm looking at this gameplay, and I know how much it costs to make these games. There's inner inflation because once you have a studio that has all these other studios, they're going to pay each other more, right? I don't think they're going to get the hometown discount. And then, but then these development costs for these video games are just skyrocketing it's just going crazy. So for this game, 42 Squadron, this space shooter, right? I'm looking at the actual gameplay. Yes, the graphics on top of all the acting and the actors and the technology that they have to use to motion capture their faces and bodies. That's a lot of money. And the graphics, the software that the game is being run on, that's a lot of money too. So when you have all that going on, you spending on the upwards, and then you got marketing, you're spending on the upwards of $100 to $200 to $300 million for a game I've never even heard of, right? I don't know anything about this game. So with all that being said, the state of gaming, it's going to be a major crash one day. I don't know when it's going to happen, and I don't even know how it's going to look. but I believe it's going to be a major crash in gaming because developers and publishers, well, obviously the publishers, they're spending way too much on these games, and they're trying to nickel and dime all these gamers to make that money back and try to, you know, triple up that money. So and you know, the American economy is not good right now. It hasn't been good since that first crash in 2009 or whatever it was. Workers are working way more and getting paid way less. That's, you know, that's me right there. I work too much. I can't even play as much as I would want to. Um, so I don't have as much leisure time. Besides being a dad, I have to work. So it's tough for you boys. Tough for the GGC to stay afloat. To stay consistent with the content. But yeah, it's the gaming industry is they're spending way too much money to make these games and not enough money on actual gameplay. I'm looking at this space shooter and I'm like, well, I know it's a space shooter and you really can't do a whole bunch to the gameplay, but you gotta do something. You gotta put some of that production cost to the gameplay, not just, it shouldn't just be a shooter. And when I'm looking at that, the gameplay of the game, it's literally strip away all the graphics, strip away all these actors. It's just a simple shooter. Not, it doesn't have state of the art physics. It doesn't have anything new to the gameplay. What would be really dope, you know, just an idea. You're Henry Cavill, I think, or you're somebody flying around in your spaceship. Well, just imagine if you could control a whole armada with some strategy on how you're fighting these aliens, right? These enemies. And imagine if you could get out in your spaceship and now you have 360 first person shooter type of space shooter type of thing where, you know, you're flying around a jetpack and you're shooting other enemies out there, or even you could commandeer other ships and take over the ship and help, you know, get other people on your team in that ship, and now they're part of the army and fighting with you on alongside of your armada and all this type of stuff. You know, there's no gameplay like that in that game, right? That's the type of gameplay that needs more time to develop and more money. And they spent all their money on X-Files actors and cut scenes and stuff, and you can't play none of that stuff. But that's it. You know, yeah, there's definitely something going down here. You hear the sirens. Yeah. Hey, Asla. Hey, it's a fire somewhere, huh? What street was it? On McBride? Well, we'll talk later. But it's pretty bad, yeah? Wow. All right, well, I'll see you in the office, okay? Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe I can see it on the roof. But yeah, it's a big fire going down right now in Patterson. My eyes are burning a little bit, actually. And you could smell it. I don't know if you guys remember, but in New Jersey or New York, it was a major fire, but the news kept saying that it was coming from Quebec in Canada. But in actuality, I was looking on the news, on New Jersey news, there was another fire, South Jersey. So with that being said, we got hit with two fires, and it was like red sky. It looked like in a damn apocalypse. It was looking like the damn apocalypse. It was crazy. It was nuts, you know. It's kind of like that right now, but you know, it's still blue skies, but it's just a really big fire right now. And the smoke, you could smell it. You could smell it. But yeah, so that's how it goes. But anyway, all I'm saying is I think developers need or publishers should focus more on gameplay than all these cutscenes and all this other stuff, man. Because Gameplay is what's going to keep gamers gaming. It's going to keep gamers buying your game or putting money into your game, not the damn cutscenes. You know, not the actors that are playing within the game. You know, these actors, they're going to take their check and they're going to move on. You know, while this 42 Squadron game, maybe I'm saying the name of it wrong, but the gameplay doesn't look interesting at all. It looks good because the graphics look good, and I can see, say, if I would play it, I'd give it like an hour or two. But yeah, I don't see myself playing a game like that. And they spent all that money. Maybe it's a board game. I'm thinking Squadron 42 or 42 Squadron is like a board game, and they made a whole bunch of money off the board game, and they decided to get into gaming or something like that. Or maybe it was an old game or a game I've never heard of. I don't know. But they spent a whole lot of money. I don't think they're going to get that return. That might end whatever studio is making that. But anyway, this is your boy your boy, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's your boy Gettin. And this is the GGC. I'm trying to say too much all at once. And yeah, I'm out of here. It is smoky as hell. My eyes are burning. Let me see if I could. I don't think I can show y'all anything. Let's see. All right, so this is Patterson, right? And where's that fire coming from? I have no idea. But I don't know if you could tell, but it's real smoky out here. I don't know if you can hear the sirens, but yeah, it's crazy out here. It's a lovely day though. I hope everybody's all right. I hope everybody's all right in this big fire, you know. But I know it's a big one. And I think McBride, my geography skills are terrible, but I would think it would be way out there. She's talking about McBride, way out there. It's crazy that the fire is here. I'm gonna have to look that up on the news. But anyway, it's your boy Gettin. We out of here. Y'all have a good one. All right, take care.